and welcome to Confident Dating Secrets for Single Men in Tech. Hopefully you can hear me now, since now I am live. I'm trying to make sure everyone can hear me. Let me see if I can hear myself. Welcome to Confident Dating Secrets for Single Men. Okay, it's working. So if you're looking at, oh my God, if you're looking at the previous one I just did at 9 o'clock, I think my computer, something was wrong with my computer. It wasn't, I don't know, I've never had that happen before, but my computer, I noticed the audio has been acting a little odd. So I apologize. I did this wonderful presentation. I was so excited. And then I found out nobody could see me. So apologies. So I'm going to do it over. Hopefully it'll be just as good as the last one, maybe better even. We'll see. So anyways, so welcome to Confidence Dating Secrets for Single Men in Tech. And I'm Janet Moore, and I'm the Geek Whisperer. I'm a confidence and dating confidence and connection coach. I help single men in tech that are kind of nervous and shy around women, maybe don't know what to say, help them with their confidence, and teach them skills on how to connect with women so that women will want to go on not just 1 or 2 dates, but actually be their girlfriend and get married, whatever you want. Okay, so that's what I do. I have coaching programs, and I do some challenges, and I do all kinds of fun stuff to help you do that. So tonight, let's go ahead and dig into the content tonight for the live stream. It's going to be daily. So I've done this 3 times tonight. Twice, nobody heard me. Did it for the women's group, the men's group. So here we go. 3 times a charm, right? So daily rituals for successful connections with women. That's what we're going to be talking about today. Actually, let me get my little banner up here. Let's see. It's right here. There it is. I'm very visual, so I like to have these little things here. So daily rituals for successful connections with women. That's what we're going to talk about today. So the first thing I'm going to be like, well, Janet, what do you mean by rituals? What is that? I mean, why do we need to do that? And so rituals. Well, let's think about rituals. Somebody wants to type in the comments. Hey, Roy, thanks. Oh, thank you for reminding me, Roy. Nice to see you. Yes, if you're watching this live, please do it. Roy did and put hashtag live in the comments so I know that you're listening to this live. And if you're watching this later and you're listening to this, please put hashtag replay so I know that you got to actually see this. So that makes me know who's watching and what's going on, so that you're engaged and you like the content. Okay, so thank you for being here. So anyways, what are rituals? Anybody have an idea? Anybody want to say what rituals are? So let's think about it. What do you do every day? Probably, hopefully you do this every day. Hopefully you brush your teeth at least once. So probably twice a day, probably when you wake up and probably before you go to bed, right? That is a ritual. If you think about it, you do it every day. It's a thing you do, and it's something that you do so that, hey, Steve, so that you will have nice teeth or have healthy looking teeth or have nice healthy mouth, right? So it's a ritual. You think about another thing that you do that seems to work well as a ritual is, or that you might do, or not work well, but that you do is maybe you make coffee every morning, right? So that's another ritual. So there's different things that you do. Maybe you have a ritual of, okay, yes, you could do that. That's not really a ritual. That's something you have to do. Okay, that's not a ritual. He said take a shit. So no, that is not a ritual. That's just something your bodily functions have to do. I'm talking about things that you choose to do consciously. Like you say, I'm going to brush my teeth because I want to have a healthy mouth. You maybe go work out at the gym. Maybe you read certain books. Like every night you read a book. That would be a ritual. And it's thing to kind of get you moving forward on your goal. So if you're in software development, you could think of even software development, like some of the processes. Yeah, taking a shower, definitely. Shaving, right. But you can think of even software development. What do you have to do in software development? You have to write the requirements. You have to then design it, and then you code it, and then you test it, right? Then you deliver it. But if you didn't do these things, I know that's like kind of parts, but if you think about it, if you just, some people, and they used to, and just like write stuff and just do it, and it didn't really work so well, right? So it's not that you can't do it and just kind of start writing and just go and just think, oh, I just want to do this and start writing, but it might not be very successful, okay? So that's what I'm kind of talking about when I'm talking about rituals. And that they do work, right? Because you do have healthy teeth usually if you brush your teeth often, and you smell good because you take a shower and you look all nice and wonderfully shaved, right? So My guess is that you probably haven't put any daily type of rituals into your life for dating and connecting with women, right? So I'm going to say maybe you haven't done that. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to look actually we're going to look at 3 different rituals. Now I have many more, but these are 3 that you can start implementing today that'll really make a difference in your love life and your connections with women. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started with the first one. Let me go to my little banners. I'm all ready to go. Okay. The first one is your lucky me list. So this is the list of things that that are about your life and what's so great about it. You know, like looking at your life and going, wow, I really actually have a great life. And even if you don't think you do, you start thinking about, well, I live in a house, might not be a nice house, but I have a place, an apartment that I live in, I have a roof over my head. I have a car that I drive. I have friends that are really cool. My parents or, just whatever your friends, family, what it's really a gratitude list, right? It's what are you grateful for? But I like saying lucky me because it has alliteration and it's lucky. It sounds more fun and positive, right? So create a lucky me list. It just kind of list out the things that you're grateful for in your life. Like, look at how lucky I am. Think about maybe what you have in your life. Maybe even look at like, these are some of my traits and things that, make me a great catch. So those are the kind of things I kind of want you to start looking at. Okay. And that's what I want you to write down. So this is not a ritual yet. This is a thing you have to do in order to do the ritual. So once you have that list, what you're going to do as a ritual is you're going to read it every morning. You can print it out and you can put it on your mirror if you like. And you can, as you're doing your ritual of brushing your teeth, you can add in the ritual of reading that list of what makes you, how lucky you are to have the life that you have right now. Now, why you want to do this is because it's going to put you in a positive mindset and a positive energy. Because like I've said probably many times, and you're going to probably get tired of me saying this over and over, but if you think things are going to go bad, you're right. Or if you think things are bad, then you're right. If you think things are going to go good, you're right. So again, it's about putting yourself in that positive mind space, right? Things are going to go well. Think about when you, I think, yeah, this is going to be my next one. But anyways, it's just about being positive. Like you're going to, it's like, okay, here's the story. I think I've told the story before, but one of my friends, we went to a bar afterwards after one of our dating diva parties, or coming out parties where we launched our business, right? And she was all upset and mad. So there's this guy, we just, he was kind of funny. We didn't want to talk to him for whatever reason, but I was very nice. I said, hey, I'm going to go do my thing. And I ended up, get with the guy, surprise, surprise, just because I do my thing that I do. Anyways, and I was talking to this guy, and we're having a great time. I said, let me go see where my friend is. So I went to see my friend, and she was miserable. She was like, oh my God, I can't believe you invited this guy. He might have gone to the bathroom or something. And I said, well, you don't have to stay with him. You could be gracious and say, it's nice talking to you. I'm going to go, I'm going to go see where my friend is, and just excuse yourself. You don't have to stay with him, but be gracious when you do it. So she ended up leaving and coming over to us. And I want you to know she's a very attractive lady, super attractive. So this is about an attractive woman. So if you're a man, this totally would work too. So no one was coming up to her and talking to her because she was in a foul mood. She had this negative energy, right? And she was thinking negatively as well. In that moment, she was not in her positive mindset. And her whole world, if you thought of her lucky me list right then, it sucked, right? Her life sucked. So that's why nothing was happening for her. So she ended up coming over and talking to us, and we were laughing. She was telling us stories. We were laughing and having a great time. And I'm not kidding you, within minutes, and I'm not exaggerating, within minutes, I would say within 10 minutes or less, a guy came and tapped on her shoulder and said, hey, you want to go dance? It was just that fast because she shifted her energy. So this particular ritual is about shifting your energy to a positive mindset and the positive energy, right? Shifting it to that positive mode, right? So that's what this ritual is. If you do this every morning before you go and start your day, you're going to be in this positive mindset. You're like, look, this is great. Look what I have. This is amazing. So you move forward in life, right? So again, create that lucky me list, and every morning look at that before you move on with your day. The next one is envision your future with your ideal tech gal. Okay. So again, there's a little bit of homework or a little assignment on this one. This is where you're going to envision in the future. You're going to actually, I want you to like close your eyes and I want you to think out into the future. You pick the date. You say like a year from now, 2 years, 5 years, whatever, 2.53. I don't know. I don't care. You close your eyes and you're going to think about that day and you're going to create your future. You're going to create, what's that day look like with my gal? Maybe you're married. Maybe it's just a year from now. Maybe you're all just dating and having a wonderful date. Maybe y'all on vacation together. I don't know what you're doing. Maybe you just had your first baby. Just whatever it is for you. Imagine that day. What I want you to do is when you close your eyes, imagine you insert yourself into that picture first. Then I want you to kind of step back from that picture and look at that picture. And I want you to tell me what's going on. I want you to like not only say what, like seeing what's going on, right? Seeing, but maybe the smells. Like what do you smell? What are the smells? Maybe something getting cooked. Maybe you smell baby powder smell. You never have a baby or poop. I don't know when you're changing the dirty diaper. I don't know. Whatever that day looks like for you, right? And I want you to also what you see, what you hear, what are they saying? What are people saying? What is she saying to you? What are you saying to her? What are people saying around you? Then also I want you to look at how you feel, not only emotionally, so definitely get in touch with the feelings, how incredible it feels, but also maybe the feelings like physical touch feelings too, like that feeling. Like maybe she's holding and hugging you, maybe you're holding the baby and you can feel it. So I want you to really visualize, imagine, envision, whatever word works the best for you. Okay. Now they've done studies about this where athletes would just envision winning and running and having a great run, and they couldn't. The mind couldn't tell between the two. You couldn't tell the difference. So if you put this out in your future and you say, "This is how it's going to be," and then what I want you to do is I want you to, after you envision that and get that in your mind, I want you to write it down. And all those things I mentioned, the smells, what you saw, what you heard, what you felt, emotions, all of that. Write it down. And then what I want you to do as a ritual at night before you go to bed, I want you to read over that. And then I want you to close your eyes, go out to the future, insert yourself into that future and be in that. You're experiencing that. Okay. So that's one thing I want you to do. Again, this will start creating not only, again, another kind of positive mindset, right? Positive mindset. It will also have you something like, you think about it. When you decide to go on a vacation, what happens? Like an exciting vacation I'm talking about, okay? Hopefully you're excited about going on your vacations, right? So you've scheduled your vacation, you put it out into the future. You put it in like, this is how it shall be. We're going on vacation. What happens usually? You get excited. You're so excited. You start planning things. You start doing things. Things start happening that will have you then get to that destination of that travel, that vacation, right? Same thing with this. You put it out in the future and it's going to be like, this is going to happen. And then what starts happening, what I want you to do at night, because you know what, the subconscious mind or the unconscious mind, just let it figure out what needs to be done for yourself. You don't need to be thinking. It's gonna automatically be working for you in your favor. That's what I want you to do at night. And you can do it in the daytime, I don't care, but that's really a night thing. You envision it, you feel it, you experience it, go to sleep, let it work on you. Again, it's like you're creating what's going to happen, and you're going to start having, without you even really thinking about it, things are going to start happening. You're going to start doing things but you don't even know to have that future come to pass. Okay. What you want to happen come to pass. Okay, so that's the next thing. First thing, again, lucky me list. Create that list of how grateful you are, what you have in your life, how lucky you are. Look at it every morning. At night, you're going to create this future, envision your future. You're going to imagine or envision or visualize how you're in it, smell the smells, all that stuff, and come back out and go to bed. The last one is I was trying to think if there was one. Okay, no. Okay, this is oh yeah, it was about to travel. Okay, number 3 is engage, look, and smile at least 5 men and 5 women a day. Okay, 5 men and 5 women a day. Now, I know maybe where you live, there may be still masks on, but I want to show you something. This is me just looking at you. This is me looking at you with a smile. See how my eyebrows went down? See, you can tell the difference in my eyes. There's even in my eyes that I'm smiling. There's just me looking and me smiling. Okay. So some of us are lucky and live in Texas. So we don't have to do that much longer. I don't wear a mask anyways, but the point is just do this anyways. I don't care what's going on in the world. Do this anyways. Now you're saying, well, I'm afraid to do it. Okay, well, just think about what I'm asking you. I'm asking you to look and smile at people. And what this is going to do is going to build that confidence muscle of connecting with people, because you're going to do both men and women. So maybe you're already comfortable looking at other men, or maybe you're comfortable looking at women that you're not attracted to. Great. Oh, let me see. There's a comment here. Schedule it. You wing what? I don't know what you wing. So you're going to look and smile at women, people in general, right? At least 5 and more. And then you're like, well, I work from home. I don't get out much. Well, then get out. Like maybe go to the grocery store, go to the store, maybe just do a walk in your neighborhood, and just look and smile at people and again, it's building that muscle of connecting with others again. Now, this particular exercise, now others are about keeping you in that right mindset, creating the future you want. But this one, number 3, has created miracles. I've done my workshop off and on for over 15 years. And even the very first time I did my workshop, between my first and second session, down now, I gave them this assignment. This is part of your assignment, is to do this every day. So it was on a Saturday. Then I'd come back on a Thursday. I said, every day do this. Now, usually most of these people, when it's an office, it was easier for them to connect with people, or they walk down the street or whatever. So they did this. Now, I mentioned this probably before, but I'm going to keep repeating this so y'all really get this, that this stuff works. 2 of the guys, and that very first time I ever did this, they looked and to this one guy. He'd been trying to, get laid, whatever, trying to get a woman to even pay attention to him for 6 years. He couldn't get it. Didn't work. He did this exercise, and he had a woman come over. He looked and smiled at everybody, and looked and smiled at this one he really liked, and she came over and talked to him. Now I teach more about how to flirt, and when I work with you and coach you, I'll work with you more on that. But this is just kind of telling you how you just look and smile at people. She came over and talked to him. She's like, hey, which is like, whoa. I don't tell women to come over and talk to men. I get the men to see that, okay, it's safe to go over and talk to her, and they go talk. But she came over to him, which is awesome. And she goes, and of course I teach this listening and conversational kind of skill thing that I teach. And actually it's not much of conversation as much as it's listening. But she goes, have you, so that's the second part. But the point is she came over to him and then engaged in some of my other coaching, which I'm not going to go in today. Okay. This is about this ritual of looking and smiling. But the point was she came over to him, and then she ended up going on a date the next day. And you know what? Yes, would be, what's a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. That's what I was going to say. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Happened for him. So cool. Now the other guy, he had where he lived, he did his laundry in the apartment complex, and this woman, I guess they both had the ritual of going and doing their laundry at the same time and day. So he'd see her there for months, and he never had the courage to go up and talk to her. So he did the same thing. He looked and smiled, and she came over and talked to him as well. Like, whoa. So if you do this, women might come over you. Because you know what this does. Let me tell you why this is such a great and an important one, is because it shows confidence. If you can look and smile at somebody, then you're confident. Confidence attracts people. So if you can, again, build this muscle of just doing it anyways, just looking and smiling, you're going to be amazed what happens. Okay. So let's see what I want to say about that. Yeah. So basically, those 2 guys, they did this assignment and had miracles happen, and they were shocked. They couldn't believe it. I'm like, yeah, that's really pretty simple. The problem is we have this chatter in our head thinking, oh, I can't do that. I can't do that. No, remember your lucky me list. You're a lucky guy. You're like, women are lucky to be with you. Women are going to be lucky to be with you. So remember that. That's why I want you to create that lucky me list. Again, this is about creating these positive interactions or successful interactions with women. If you are being positive, then positive things are going to happen. But if you're negative, and oh, that's going to happen to me. Oh, I'm not that good. Well, of course, who would want to be with someone that thinks about them? Not about themselves. Really? Who? Would you want to be with a woman that thought about that about herself? Probably not so much. So again, Also, you're creating your future. You're getting excited about your future that you put out there. Insert it into your future. That gets you excited. That gets you motivated. Makes you do things you maybe thought you'd never do. Okay. So again, let me go back to my little banners. Lucky Me list. It creates that positive mindset. It creates that, I am kind of hot, stand up a little taller, I should do that too here. And, things like that. And then envision you're going to insert that future. You're going to something to look forward to. They're going to automatically start doing things without even really thinking about it that are going to put you into that future. Just like even with a vacation. Engaging, looking and smiling at 5-minute moments, building that muscle of confidence, getting really comfortable looking and smiling at people. So when you do look at that woman, the flirting stuff starts happening. Then she'll maybe come over to you, or you just go up to her because you feel confident that she's engaging with you. Okay? But looking back and forth, right? So anyways, I hope that you've enjoyed this session, this lesson or training and this live stream. And here's the thing. I've given you some really cool information. It's really cool. It's like, okay, whatever, Janet, but I'm going to tell you something. Unless you implement this, nothing is going to change in your life. The reason that the men that have had the success that I've worked with is because they are willing to do the work. Now, there may be blocks that maybe keep you from doing it. That's fine. That's one reason you work with me, is so we can actually get to those and remove them and release them from your body so that you can move forward. I have many different tools in my toolbox. I've been trained in NLP, timeline therapy, hypnosis, emotional freedom technique, EFT, it's also called tapping, releasing those from you. I've been trained, for many years, over 20 years, in lots of different modalities and personal growth. I think I mentioned before, I used to be very shy, insecure, and I would have never thought I would have ever done anything like what I'm doing right now. But in an instant, I'm serious, in an instant, I got over that, and now look what I do. So I want to help you. This is why I'm here, is to help you. And again, I've said this many times, I'm going to keep saying this. I don't want to see you here next year. I want you to be in a relationship. That future that you created, I want you to be in that. I don't want you to listen to me anymore. So please, if you want, I have a strategy session, something we can work on to get you started, at least get you started. And I'm going to be developing a boot camp soon, which will then be something I'm going to be promoting getting also people into my new group coaching. Sorry, I'm trying to remember that. My group coaching program I'm very excited about. And that's why I want you to take my dating survey. You should see in the link in this post, there should be a link to the dating survey. Please fill that out, because that's something that'll help me help you. Okay? If you fill that out, then I'll know kind of what your challenges are, how much time you've been spending on, how much money you've spent, so I understand like what you've been dealing with. I can create a boot camp and a program that'll really help you. Okay, so please, it's in this post. Please go ahead and fill that out so I can know. So, because I'm going to be starting, not tomorrow, but Sunday, I'm meeting with my marketing girl, and we're starting to build this. So to really help you, if I do know what it is that you need help with, and be able to language it so it's also what that speaks to you. So please help me out by filling that out. And again, if you are interested in talking to me about doing a strategy session, not a discovery, but a strategy session where we meet and we go through all kinds of different things, like understanding kind of your lucky me type list, the kind of woman you want to be with, some of your blocks, your patterns, your limiting beliefs. We create a dating game plan. I look over your online dating profile and give you tweaks. I also, your image, all that kind of stuff. If you are looking for that, I actually have a new service I just forgot about. I almost forgot. I recently had an online dating profile challenge, and one of the guys in it did such a great job. He took the coaching, and he is a great writer. He actually has an English degree. I have now hired him to become the guy that writes my, that now I have a new service where if you want your online dating profile written, he will do that for you. I'll meet with you first, and then he will meet with you next, and to actually write what I've been talking about, what needs to be done. So I'll tell you what needs to be done. He'll make it sound super fabulous. So that's another service that I'm offering as well. I'm excited about. And that all came out of doing that online dating challenge. So again, if you're interested in the strategy session with me, so at the end, you'll have a dating game plan. It'll be a physical thing that you can take. Of course, you can print it. It's online, but you can print it out and have a physical thing that you can go, what needs to be done next to move me forward in my dating life? If you want that, type in hashtag strategy in the comments so I know, and I'll connect with you and we can do that. If you're interested in just me working with your online dating profile and maybe just that, and you maybe want to also get someone to professionally write your online dating profile according to the way I say it needs to be done, then also put in hashtag, just hashtag profile, our dating profile, I don't care. Just hashtag profile, make it easy. Go ahead and put that in the comments so I know that you're interested in that. Because again, I'm here to serve you. I'm not kidding. And one thing I want to talk about is an exchange of value. Like I was listening to, because I have coaches. I have too many coaches actually, to help me with marketing and sales and all that kind of, and how to structure things, for you guys. And part of this is the live streams, how I do my live streams, how I, all this stuff. So I have coaches. Just to let you know, I have coaches. And there's this thing like, let me just tell you this. One time I did my workshop for free because I wanted an exchange of using using their video and them in the video, like in the thing, an exchange. So I gave them get it free. That was the worst one I ever did. Not because I was on camera. It's because nobody did the homework. Nobody had results because it was free. So they didn't value it. They didn't value the coaching because it was a free coaching. So they didn't really do much. So if you think of it as the more you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. So I know we're talking about money here, but I'm serious. It's like an exchange. If I'm going to pay, quite a bit of money, X number, like let's say $5,000, $10,000 for something, you're going to be like listening to me like what I say is golden, and you're going to go implement it because you want the result, because you've put skin in the game. So that's something to consider. Is if you really want, you can listen to my live streams. That's awesome, and I hope they're of value. My intention is that they are of value to you. If you want someone to hold you accountable, to keep you moving forward in your love life, then value yourself. Put that in your value me list, that I value myself, that I'm going to move forward with having somebody be there. Because maybe I don't really know, and I need help. That's what I'm here for, guys. Again, like I said, I don't want to see you here next year. I want you to be in those relationships, okay? Okay, so I'm pretty sure everyone got to hear this because they did write comments. Let me see, somebody wrote new comments. Zach Price. Oh, cool. Hey, Zach. Glad you're here. I scheduled private. Oh, I don't know what you meant by that if you're still here. Anyways, I'm so glad that y'all were able to join me. Please go ahead and again push hashtag live if you're here live, and then hashtag replay if you're listening to this on the replay. I'm going to start having watch parties on Saturday to if you already watched it, great. But if you haven't watched it, I'm going to be doing that. So yeah, y'all can make sure you get this good stuff. This is some of my coaching. Again, these were only 3 rituals that I did today. I have many more, and you'll be seeing them over time. But if you want to get them all right at once, right? And that's another reason to get me as your coach. So again, daily rituals for successful connections with women. Create your lucky me list. Keep you on that positive mindset, knowing that you're really valuable. That's going to be a lucky woman that gets to date you. Remember that. Vision your future. So you're creating your future to look forward to, like a vacation. Engage and smile. Look at 5 men and women to build that connection or confidently connecting muscle. I guess I don't know how to say that right. And see miracles happen if you do this. Okay. So thanks again for being here, and I will see y'all. Well, you'll have a great weekend, a great week, and I will see you here next week. Okay. Thanks so much, y'all have a great evening, and I'll see you later. Bye.